Have you ever caught yourself scrolling endlessly, not even remembering why you picked up your phone in the first place? You're just lying in bed or sitting at your desk, and somehow 20, 30, even 60 minutes have passed. Your eyes feel tired, your thoughts are scattered, and your mood? It's not any better than before, maybe worse. If this feels familiar, you're definitely not alone. In today's hyper-connected world, screens have become a part of nearly every moment of our lives. From the second we wake up to the last thing we look at before falling asleep. Phones, tablets, laptops, TVs, smartwatches, they promise convenience, entertainment, connection. But often, they silently drain our focus, our energy, and even our sense of peace. Recent studies show that the average adult now spends over 7 hours a day in front of a screen. That's nearly half of our waking lives. And for some of us, especially those working from home or always online, the number is even higher. But it's not just about time. It's about how that screen time is shaping the way we live and feel. Excessive screen use has been linked to a long list of physical and emotional challenges. Increased anxiety and depression, chronic stress and irritability, disrupted sleep patterns, lowered productivity and concentration, weakened attention span, reduced connection in real-life relationships, and perhaps most importantly, it makes it harder to just be present. When was the last time you had dinner without checking your phone? When did you last go for a walk and notice the sound of birds, the color of the sky, or the feel of the wind, without trying to capture it on camera? The truth is, many of us are constantly stimulated but rarely fulfilled, constantly connected but often disconnected from ourselves, from nature, from people we love. This isn't to say technology is the enemy. It's not. It's an incredible tool. But like any tool, it needs to be used intentionally, not compulsively. That's where the idea of a digital detox comes in. And not in an extreme, throw away your phone kind of way, but in a gentle, manageable, and deeply healing way. What is a digital detox, really? A digital detox is simply the act of taking a break from digital devices, especially the ones we tend to overuse: smartphones, social media, emails, and entertainment apps. The goal isn't to eliminate them forever, but to create space to breathe, to reset, and to reconnect with what truly matters. Imagine giving your brain a break from constant notifications. Imagine sleeping deeper because your mind isn't overstimulated right before bed. Imagine looking into someone's eyes and having a full conversation without a screen between you. Imagine feeling focused, clear, calm, even if just for a few hours a day. This is exactly why I created the 7-Day Digital Detox Challenge. It's not a rigid program. There are no harsh rules. It's a soft invitation to explore what happens when we gently step back from our devices, day by day. Each day, you'll be guided through a small but meaningful action, like taking a walk without your phone, avoiding screens before bedtime, or spending an evening offline with someone you care about. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to quit technology. You just need to be curious about how it feels to be present again, to notice, to pause, to feel alive in a way that doesn't depend on a glowing screen. Whether you're doing this because you feel tired all the time, emotionally overwhelmed, unable to focus, or simply craving more peace in your daily life, you are in the right place. This challenge is for you. Over the next 7 days, we'll slowly create space, not just in your schedule, but in your mind and heart. A space for real rest, a space for reconnection, a space to reset your relationship with technology in a healthy and lasting way. So, take a deep breath, put your phone down, just for a few minutes, and let's begin. Welcome to the 7-Day Digital Detox Challenge. One breath, one moment, one screen-free step at a time. Day 1. Awareness. Start by noticing. Before we can change anything, we have to see it clearly. That's why Day 1 of this Digital Detox Challenge is all about awareness. No pressure to change your habits just yet. Today, we simply observe. Because most of our screen use happens unconsciously. We pick up our phones during any pause, while waiting in line, during meals, even in the middle of conversations. It becomes a reflex, not a choice. And that's where the problem starts. We lose touch with why we're reaching for our devices in the first place. So today, you're invited to watch your habits without judgment. That's it. Just notice. Here's how you can gently explore your screen time today. Step 1. Track your usage. Most smartphones now come with built-in screen time tracking. If you haven't checked yours in a while, take a look. How many hours per day are you spending on your phone? Which apps do you use the most? How often do you pick up your phone in a day? Don't worry. This isn't about guilt. This is about getting honest with ourselves. When I first did this, I was shocked to see how much time I spent switching between apps without even really doing anything. Just bouncing from one dopamine hit to another. Sound familiar? Step 2. Notice the why. Each time you feel the urge to grab your phone, pause and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Am I bored, anxious, lonely, avoiding something? Is this something I really want to do, or just a habit? You can even keep a small journal or note on your phone. Ironic, I know, to jot down patterns. After just one day of observation, you might notice that you often reach for your phone when transitioning between tasks, during moments of discomfort or silence, as a way to procrastinate. These small discoveries are powerful, because awareness is the seed of change. Step 3. Try a 1-hour mini detox. If you're up for a small challenge within the challenge, try staying off all screens for just 1 hour today. Put your phone on airplane mode, close your laptop, turn off the TV, and just be. During that hour, notice how your body feels, how your thoughts shift, what you naturally want to do when screens aren't an option. You might feel restless at first. That's okay. That's totally normal. But you might also find a part of yourself that you forgot was there, a part that likes to daydream, to rest, to wander freely without constant stimulation. Final thoughts for day 1. Awareness doesn't require effort, only attention. Today isn't about changing your habits. It's about shining a gentle light on them. Not to shame yourself, but to understand yourself better. Because once we become aware of our patterns, we can start to shift them, slowly, kindly, and with intention. So take your time today. Be curious, not critical. Notice, reflect, and breathe. You're doing beautifully. And this is just the beginning. Day 2. No screens 1 hour before bed. Create a gentle night routine. Welcome to day 2 of the Digital Detox Challenge. Yesterday, we focused on awareness, gently noticing how much time we spend on screens and why we reach for them. Today, we're going to take a small but powerful step toward better rest and deeper peace. Why nighttime matters most. Think about how you usually end your day. Do you fall asleep with your phone in your hand? Watch videos until your eyes get heavy? Check just one more message before turning off the lights? Most of us do. And yet, the final hour before sleep is one of the most important for our mental, emotional, and physical recovery. It's when the body prepares to rest, to repair, to reset. But when we flood our brains with the blue light of screens, endless information, and emotional content, we disrupt that natural process. Blue light emitted from screens interferes with melatonin production, the hormone that tells our bodies it's time to sleep. Even just 30 minutes of screen use before bed can delay the onset of sleep and reduce its quality. And when we're sleep deprived, everything else suffers. Our focus, our mood, our immune system, our creativity. But it's not just the light that affects us. It's the mental stimulation, the scrolling, the comparing, the consuming, that leaves our minds racing when they should be winding down. What we're doing today. So today's challenge is simple. Avoid all screens during the last hour before you go to bed. That means no phone, no TV, no tablet, no laptop. This hour is for you. To unwind, to breathe, to come home to yourself, without the digital noise. Try this step-by-step approach. 1. Set a screen curfew. Pick a bedtime. Let's say 10:30 p.m. That means your digital cutoff time is 9:30 p.m. Set an alarm or reminder if needed, and let this be your sacred unplug moment each evening. 2. Create a calm evening ritual. Replace your screen time with something that soothes you. Here are some ideas. Read a physical book or magazine. Take a warm bath or shower. Do some gentle stretching or yoga. Light a candle and listen to soft music. Journal about your day or write down 3 things you're grateful for. Practice deep breathing or a short meditation. These are not just alternatives. They are nourishing habits that tell your body it's safe to rest now.
3. Keep your phone out of reach. If your phone usually doubles as your alarm clock, consider switching to a traditional one, or place your phone across the room so you're not tempted to check it just for a second. This distance can be surprisingly freeing.
How you might feel. The first night might feel strange, maybe even uncomfortable. You might notice urges to check your phone, moments of boredom, or a restless mind looking for stimulation. That's completely normal. But soon, you'll start to feel the shift. Your mind will settle more easily. Your body will begin to relax on its own. You might fall asleep faster, sleep more deeply, and most importantly, you'll end the day in peace, not noise. This one small change can create a ripple effect across your whole life. Better sleep means better mornings. Better mornings mean more clarity, more energy, more joy. Reflection prompt for tonight. Before you go to bed, ask yourself, how did I feel during my screen-free hour? What did I enjoy the most? What was challenging? Did I notice a difference in how I felt as I fell asleep? You can write it down, speak it out loud, or just reflect in silence. A gentle reminder. This isn't about being perfect. If you forget and check your phone, it's okay. Start again. The goal isn't discipline, it's presence. You're learning to create space, to give your nervous system a break, to sleep the way your body wants to sleep, naturally, deeply, and fully. So tonight, gift yourself this hour of stillness. No screens, no scrolling, just you, the quiet, and the soft return to rest. You deserve that. See you tomorrow for day 3, where we'll explore a full day without social media. You've got this. Day 3, no social media for 24 hours. Reconnect with the present. Welcome to day 3 of the Digital Detox Challenge. You've already done something amazing. You've brought more awareness to your habits. And you've given yourself the gift of a peaceful, screen-free hour before sleep. Today, we take a bolder step, but one that might surprise you with its power. For the next 24 hours, we're saying goodbye to social media. No Instagram and no Facebook and no TikTok. No Twitter, no YouTube, no Snapchat, just space, Why social media deserves a break. Social media is not inherently bad. It connects us to people, to ideas, to inspiration. But it also does something else, something more subtle and often harmful. It trains our brain to seek constant stimulation. It distorts our sense of time, self-worth, and attention. It fills quiet moments with noise. It leaves us comparing, scrolling, and chasing likes, even when we don't mean to. And we rarely notice the impact until we step away. Even just one day off social media can offer a reset. A way to feel your own thoughts again, without filtering them through algorithms and other people's highlight reels. What we're doing today. Today's challenge is simple, but powerful. Avoid all social media platforms for 24 hours. You can still use your phone for necessary things, messages, maps, calls, or music. But all apps and sites that count as social, take a pause from them. If you're not sure whether something counts as social media, ask yourself, am I using this to passively consume content, or to actively live my life? If it's the first, let it go just for today. Step-by-step tips to make it easier. 1. Log out or delete apps temporarily. Removing the shortcut makes it easier to break the habit loop. Even just logging out or moving the apps to a hidden folder can make a big difference. 2. Let your friends or followers know, optional, You can post a quick story or message like, "Taking a 24-hour break from socials to clear my mind. See you soon." This helps set a boundary and might even inspire someone else to join you. 3. Fill the space intentionally. Without social media, you might find yourself with extra time and mental space. That's a gift. Here are a few soul-nourishing ways to spend it. Journal or write something just for yourself. Cook or bake something from scratch. Go for a walk and notice your Have an uninterrupted conversation. Listen to music without multitasking. Try something creative. Doodle, dance, rearrange a corner of your space. Don't try to replace the dopamine of scrolling. Let yourself settle into the slower, softer rhythm underneath it. Underscore what to expect. At first you might feel strange, even restless. That's totally normal. You might reach for your phone automatically, only to realize there's nothing to scroll. You might feel FOMO, fear of missing out. You might wonder what everyone else is doing. But very soon, something else might happen. You might feel lighter. Your thoughts might get quieter. You might find joy in small things, without the urge to post them. You might feel more present in your own life. Reflection prompt for tonight. At the end of your 24 hours, take a moment to ask yourself, what did I notice today that I might have missed if I were on social media? How did I feel emotionally calmer, anxious, peaceful, bored? What surprised me the most? Do I want to make social free time a regular habit? You don't have to give up social media forever. But today, you've proven that you can live without it, even just for a little while. Gentle reminder, you're not behind, you're not missing out. In fact, by stepping away, you're finding something. Your own rhythm, your own thoughts, your own presence. That's powerful. So thank yourself for showing up today, for choosing presence over distraction. Tomorrow, we'll reconnect. Not online, but with nature. See you for day 4, Nature Day. Go outside, leave your phone behind. You're doing beautifully. Day 4, Nature Day. Go outside, leave your phone behind. Welcome to day 4 of the Digital Detox Challenge. You've already done something powerful. You've started noticing your digital habits. You've given yourself better rest, and you've taken a full break from social media. Today, we take this journey one step further. We're going outside, without our phones. Why nature heals. Modern life has pulled us indoors and into screens more than ever before. But our bodies and minds weren't designed to live this way. We are nature, and yet we often forget what it feels like to be surrounded by it. Not through a photo, not on a screen, but in real life. Spending time in nature has been shown to reduce stress and lower cortisol levels, boost mood and reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety, improve focus and mental clarity, support immune function and overall well-being. And here's the best part. It doesn't require anything fancy. No plane tickets, no special gear, just you, a little time, and the outdoors. The real challenge? Leave the phone behind. Today's task is simple, but not always easy. Go outside for at least 30 to 60 minutes without your phone. No camera, no music, no podcasts, no texting, just you and the world around you. If leaving your phone completely behind feels like too much, try putting it on airplane mode and keeping it in your bag or pocket, out of sight and out of mind. The goal is to be fully present, with no digital filter between you and the moment. How to enjoy your nature time. Here are a few gentle ways to make the most of today's challenge. 1. Go for a slow walk. You don't need a destination. Just let your feet take you somewhere. A nearby park, a quiet path, even your backyard or balcony. Move slowly. Breathe deeply. Let your senses guide you. 2. Sit and observe. Find a bench, a tree, a patch of grass, or a quiet place to sit, and just watch. Look at the way the leaves move. Listen to birds or the wind. Feel the air on your skin. This is mindfulness in its simplest, purest form. 3. Touch the earth. If you can, take off your shoes. Touch the grass. Hold a rock or tree bark. Let yourself connect physically to the natural world. It has a quiet wisdom we've been missing. What you might notice at first, you might feel bored or restless. You might wonder what's happening on your phone or feel like you're wasting time. That's okay. Let that discomfort pass. It usually does. Then, something shifts. You start to notice things. Small, beautiful things you normally miss. The way sunlight hits the pavement, the sound of distant laughter, the rhythm of your own breathing, a tiny flower growing through concrete, the way your thoughts slow down when you're not distracted. That's presence, that's healing, and it's available to you, for free, anytime you step outside. Reflection prompt for tonight. After your time in nature, take a few minutes to reflect. How did I feel being outdoors without a device? What did I notice that I wouldn't have with my phone? Did my mind feel quieter, clearer, or more creative? Would I like to make nature time a regular habit? Even just one intentional moment outside can restore something in us, something that screen time takes away. Final thought for day 4. Today, you gave yourself the gift of space. Not just physical space, but mental and emotional space too. Space to breathe, space to reconnect. Nature doesn't ask anything of us. It doesn't judge, or rush, or expect. It just is. And sometimes, that's exactly the reminder we need.
So thank you for stepping outside today and for showing up for yourself. Tomorrow, we'll shift our focus inward again as we explore what it means to work deeply without distractions. You're doing beautifully. Keep going one peaceful day at a time.
Day 5. Deep Focus Day. Work without distractions. Welcome to day 5 of the Digital Detox Challenge. You've come so far already. Building awareness, protecting your sleep, stepping away from social media, and reconnecting with the natural world. Today, we turn our attention inward again. To your mind, your attention, and your ability to focus deeply. Why focus feels so hard lately? We live in a world of constant interruption. Notifications, emails, group chats, endless tabs, background noise. It's no wonder we often feel scattered or mentally tired before we've even finished a task. Studies have shown that it can take up to 23 minutes to refocus after a single distraction. And on average, people switch tasks every 3 minutes. That means most of us are never truly focusing, just bouncing between partial attention and mental fatigue. But here's the thing, your mind wants to focus. It craves depth, clarity, and creative flow. We've just forgotten how to give it the conditions to thrive. Underscore what we're doing today. Today's challenge is to carve out at least 1 to 2 hours of deep, uninterrupted focus time. This means no phone, no multitasking, no email or social media during that time. One single task, one clear intention. Whether you're working, studying, creating, or even just organizing your space, the goal is presence. To do one thing well, with your full attention. How to set up your deep focus time. 1. Choose your task. Pick one meaningful task, something that matters to you. It could be a work project or creative idea, writing, journaling, or planning, reading something in depth, cleaning or reorganizing a space, learning something new. The task doesn't have to be productive. It just has to be intentional. 2. Set a timer. Start with 25 or 50 minutes Pomodoro technique, followed by a 5 to 10 minute break. You can do one round or a few, depending on your day. 3. Silence distractions. Put your phone on airplane mode, or place it in another room. Close unnecessary tabs or apps. Let others know you'll be off grid for a little while. This is your protected time, honor it. 4. Enter gently. Take a deep breath. Begin your task slowly. Don't rush, let yourself fall into it. You may feel resistance at first. That's okay, stay with it. The longer you're focused, the easier it becomes. Underscore. What you might experience. At first, your mind might reach for stimulation. Your phone, another tab, a quick escape. That's your brain reacting to years of constant input. But if you stay with the task, you might enter a state of flow, that magical zone where time disappears and you're fully absorbed in what you're doing. And after your focus session, you'll likely feel clearer, calmer, more confident, more connected to your own capacity. Because deep focus doesn't just help us get things done. It reminds us of who we are when we're not distracted. Reflection prompt for tonight. After your focus session, reflect on what helped me stay focused today? What pulled my attention away? And how did I respond? How did I feel during and after the session? Would I like to create regular focus time in my daily life? Even 1 hour of deep work can restore your sense of purpose and power. This isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters, more mindfully. Gentle closing your attention is one of the most precious things you have. When you give it away freely to every ping and pop-up, you feel scattered. But when you give it intentionally, to your work, your creativity, yourself, you feel aligned. Today, you chose to focus, to reclaim a piece of your mind. That's something to be proud of. Tomorrow, we'll continue our journey, but instead of diving inward, we'll look outward again. This time, towards something deeply human, real connection. See you for day 6. Offline connection. Be fully present with someone you love. You're doing beautifully. One mindful day at a time. Day 6. Offline connection. Be fully present with someone you love. Welcome to day 6 of the Digital Detox Challenge. Over the past 5 days, you've started to reconnect with yourself, your mind, your habits, your environment, your focus. Today, we turn our attention outward, to the people who matter most. Because in a world where we're always connected, we've strangely become more distant. We might text all day, react to stories, leave comments, but how often do we sit face to face with someone, phones aside, and truly be there? The cost of digital distraction in relationships. Think about the last time you were with someone. Maybe at dinner, in a conversation, or just spending time together. Were either of you looking at your phone? Did a notification pull your attention away? Did a scroll through social media interrupt a real-life moment? We don't mean to disconnect from each other, but when our phones are always within reach, so is distraction. And little by little, that affects the depth of our relationships, whether it's with a partner, a friend, a parent, or even a child. Research has shown that technofrence, the interference of technology in our relationships, leads to lower relationship satisfaction, reduced feelings of connection and intimacy, increased conflict and emotional distance, feelings of loneliness, even when we're not alone. But here's the beautiful part. Real connection doesn't take much, just presence, just attention, just putting the phone down and looking someone in the eye. Today's challenge. Today, your invitation is to spend intentional, screen-free time with someone you care about. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It can be simple and quiet. What matters is presence. No phones on the table. No background scrolling. No checking messages real quick. Just real, undivided attention. Even if only for 30 minutes. Ideas for offline connection. Share a meal without screens. Talk, laugh, or even sit in comfortable silence. Go for a walk together and leave your phones at home. Do a creative activity. Cook, paint, play music, or garden. Ask deeper questions. How are you really? What's been on your mind? Reminisce. Look through old printed photos, or talk about shared memories. If you're not physically near someone, write them a heartfelt letter or voice message, not a text. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just be there, be real. Let the moment breathe. What you might notice, without a screen between you and another person, something magical happens. Conversations deepen. Eye contact feels warmer. Laughs are louder. You feel seen, and so do they. There's something sacred about being fully present with another human being, in a way our devices can't replicate. You might even realize how rare this kind of attention has become, and how much it matters. Reflection prompt for tonight. After your screen-free time with someone, take a few moments to reflect. How did it feel to be fully present with this person? What did I learn or notice about them? Or myself? Was it difficult to avoid the phone? How can I bring more of this kind of connection into my daily life? Even one moment of true presence can transform a relationship and remind us that love and connection live here, in the now.
Gentle reminder, we often think we need to do more, say more, be more, but sometimes, the greatest gift we can offer someone and ourselves is our full attention. Today, you gave that gift, and whether it was 5 minutes or 5 hours, it mattered, because presence always does. Tomorrow, we arrive at our final day together, a day to reflect, celebrate, and reimagine our relationship with technology moving forward.
Day 7. Reflection and reset. What have you learned, and what comes next? You made it. Welcome to Day 7 of the Digital Detox Challenge. Take a deep breath and really let that sink in. For the past week, you've done something most people never take the time to do. You've stepped back from digital noise to reconnect with what's real. You've slowed down. You've listened more to yourself, to nature, to others. You've remembered what it feels like to just be, without constant input or comparison. And now, we arrive at the most important part of any journey, the reflection. Because awareness without reflection fades. But when we pause, look back, and truly absorb what we've experienced, that's when change becomes lasting. What have you noticed? Let's gently revisit what you explored over these past 7 days. On day 1, you became aware of how much and why you use your devices. On day 2, you created a peaceful night by stepping away from screens before bed. On day 3, you experienced a full day without social media and noticed how quiet your mind could become. On day 4, you reconnected with nature and remembered how healing the outdoors can be. On day 5, you focused deeply on a task and tasted the clarity that comes from undivided attention. On day 6, you were fully present with another person and perhaps felt a connection that words alone can't capture. And today, you're here, taking it all in. You don't need to have done everything perfectly. In fact, the real beauty of this challenge is not in the perfection, but in the presence. You showed up, you tried, you noticed. That is more than enough. A few questions to reflect on. Grab a journal, a notebook, or just sit in stillness with these gentle prompts. What part of this challenge was the hardest for me? Why? What part felt surprisingly easy or natural? What did I learn about my relationship with technology? What did I learn about myself when I wasn't constantly distracted? How did my mood, sleep, focus, or energy change over these 7 days? What moments felt the most meaningful to me? You might be surprised by how much you've shifted even in just a week. Sometimes, transformation happens quietly, gently, under the surface, but you feel it in your nervous system, in your breath, in your sense of self returning. Resetting for the future. This doesn't have to end here. In fact, this is just the beginning. Here are a few ways you can carry the wisdom of this challenge forward into daily life. Set tech boundaries. No phone during meals, screen-free mornings, a digital sunset, an hour before bed. Designate offline days or hours. One screen-free Sunday a week, a daily nature walk with no devices. Be intentional online. Before picking up your phone, ask yourself, why am I reaching for this? Make presence a habit. Practice deep listening, single tasking, eye contact. It changes everything. You don't need to abandon technology, but you get to reclaim control over how it lives in your life. Technology should serve you, not consume you. Final message. This is just the beginning. If you've made it all the way through this 7-day digital detox challenge, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for choosing presence in a world of distraction. Thank you for showing up for yourself. And thank you for being part of this small but powerful movement. One that says, my peace matters. My time matters. I matter. This journey wasn't about perfection. It was about awareness. It was about remembering how to live with intention, even in a digital world. Maybe you've started sleeping better. Maybe your thoughts feel clearer. Maybe you laughed more, connected deeper, or simply breathed for the first time in a while. Whatever this challenge brought into your life, hold on to it. Let it shape your choices, gently and gradually. And if you ever find yourself slipping back into old patterns, that's okay. You don't have to start over. You just have to come back. Back to your breath, back to your body, back to this moment where life is always waiting for you. Let's stay connected in the best way. If this 7-day journey touched something in you, if you want more gentle practices, mindful challenges, and simple ways to care for your body, mind, and soul, please consider subscribing to this channel, Total Health and Life. We're building a calm, inspiring space for people like you, people who want to live more slowly, more intentionally, and more fully. Each week, you'll find content focused on mental and emotional well-being, healthy lifestyle habits, holistic self-care, and healing. Challenges that reconnect you with what really matters. So if you're ready to keep growing, keep grounding, and keep coming home to yourself, click subscribe, join the Total Health and Life community, and let's continue this journey together. And if this detox helped you in any way, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share your story. Your experience might be the reason someone else decides to begin. Until next time, take care of your heart, trust your inner pace, and remember, peace isn't found in the scroll, it's found in the pause. You're doing beautifully, and this is only the beginning.